Hello, my name is Cameron Andrew, and I'm going to be going over Malaysia, India, Thailand, and Vietnam today. I actually lived in Vietnam for 2 years and back in the mid 2000s, so this will be fun. Here we have the population of all the countries. India is by far the largest of the group. It is actually second in the world, only behind China. But then we have Vietnam, Thailand, and Malaysia, and averaging 50 million people. India got its independence in 1947. Vietnam's independence came in later in 1976. And India is also the seventh largest country by area. Um, the world's tallest building from 1998 to 2004, the Twin Towers in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, um, a sign of what things are coming and what's a bright future Malaysia has. I've also been there, which was really cool. Um, but to the culture of the country, it's very dictated by the um, their history is more like a Caribbean vibe around how it is more laid back than most countries. Vietnam has a deep history with France since since their occupation by them. It really affected their food, religion, architecture, their fashion. Um, the British colonized India and both benefited from it, and their culture has infused with both and made a really great combination. And Thai culture is more just all centered around Buddhism and giving oneself up to to a higher power. Still going. Um, India's government is a republic. Vietnam is more of a socialist slash communist regime. Thailand a monarchy, and Malaysia also a monarchy, and which leave all of them have been um, in place for at least 30 years. So it's bring great stability to the countries. There's always the um, little uh, changes they have made to their constitutions and whatnot, but that's all good. There's also the flags on the slide. Each one means just freedom, unity, and where they've come from. Each each currency, see here pictures, all relatively weak against the USD, the American dollar. Uh, just what amazes me is the 23,000 Vietnamese dong to one USD. They, as I put it in the picture, they basically start at 500 dong for all their bills. I don't remember having small change, which is just ridiculous and shows how inflated their economy is. But the best one is the Malaysian ringgit, only 4.14 of their currency to our dollar. India's per capita income is 1,670, so 1,670 per year in 2016. Thailand was 17,090. Vietnam was 6,450. Malaysia was 28,650. Here is all of our trade deals and current current trade talks with our countries with the United States. We do a lot of business overseas in Southeast Asia for their cheap labor and um, good good quality. I did see that they were going to be taxing or imposing more tariffs on Vietnamese steel, so that might change things next year. Here's our imports and exports for our countries. It's very well for their countries, with Malaysia importing a lot of electrical and electronic parts and chemicals. They export the same electrical and electronic parts. I couldn't find what the, those actually entail, but India imports oils and lots of minerals, as well as ships out a lot of minerals and diamonds and jewelry and uh, petroleum. But most of these countries do. Asia is very rich in oil and a lot of resources for purchasing for other big countries that need it. The infrastructure of all these countries is growing. Uh, well, India is just maintaining, but Thailand, Malaysia, and Vietnam are more of a rebuilding phase due to how how underdeveloped they were, and now that their government is now getting investments from outside foreign investments or just direct investments, and actually willing to improve the country as they try to build their infrastructure through roads, living, and internet as everybody needs nowadays. I feel like India, Malaysia would be great places to do business with, and Thailand and Vietnam not so much. They are close, but there there's not enough support there yet. I say yet. It'll come in time, but right now not so much. Thank you.